Welcome to another episode of Ruff Talk VR, a weekly podcast with in-depth game reviews, exclusive developer interviews, and the latest MetaQuest and virtual reality news. We join our hosts, the father-son team of D. Scruffles and Stratus today, as they spend another episode breaking down and discussing the world of virtual reality.
Hey, welcome to this episode of Ruff Talk VR. Coming at you with another edition of VR news, and we'll try to not lollygag on too much because we're back to garage work.
Got construction.
Yeah, we got some ceiling insulation to do.
Construction over here.
I think the last time we did some work on it and we were talking about it, we were doing the wall insulation.
Oh, the walls are done in plastic. So
Yep, now it's time for the ceiling. And then after the ceiling, then we get to sheetrock the ceiling and then sheetrock the walls, and then it's painting and setting up. Oh, then HVAC there. So still got some bit more to do, but ceiling insulation today. So a lot of overhead work going on today. We're going to have some jelly arms after this one, I'm sure. But hey, huge props too to our listener who tunes in a lot on YouTube as well, Wicked Stewie. Because he gave some good tips for it before we ordered it.
Yeah, no, like I said, I had to confirm.
I think it confirmed a lot of what you already knew, but it was good to get the professional sign off.
Yeah.
Stewie knows what he's talking about. Even better, we start streaming Forefront last week. I look in the chat in there and he's like, hey, I'm on the other team. I was like, man, how are you watching this while you're playing too?
I had a blast playing.
Yeah, that was super fun to play with him. And we admittedly don't always go into app chat while we play Forefront, which we should do more. And I actually had a lot of fun being in app chat. And
Dude, there's some awesome people. That was hands down, that was my best night of Forefront yet.
Like success-wise?
No, just comedic wise.
Okay, yeah.
Like just laughing.
I was going to say, it wasn't my bet. Like, I've been coming in the top 3 on our team in terms of points. Not that night. I was like bottom 3.
I feel like every time I'm doing really good, I get kicked. I swear to God, dude. Like if I'm doing the other night, I was like crushing it.
You get some Wi-Fi drops because you drop from a lot of games that we play for a couple minutes.
Can't figure it out, man.
I can't always blame the game.
No, but this one, it's like we're playing for 20 minutes. You know, usually if I get the drop, it's within the first 10.
Well, what's ruthless for you is it clears your progress.
Oh yeah, I'm out.
Oh, I'm happy on Steam. I got the honing missile rocket
nice. For the engineer.
Yeah, but sometimes I was still picking the regular rocket when I knew I was going after a tank.
Dude, they need a couple of bigger maps.
Dude,
more servers.
I was so proud of that one kill I got when I was on the side of the copter, and I honing missiled another copter from. Yeah. I look over and the pilot of the helicopter is giving me a high five. He's like, "That was nice, dude."
I mean, dude, you can even with like your assault, whatever, you can shoot from the helicopter.
Some guys take me out real good when I'm on a vehicle. That's all.
No, there's some great chopper pilots going on. But again, we know there's a plan. They even say it on the whiteboard.
Yeah, we had a good time playing some VR last week. We live streamed Forefront. Like I said, we live streamed a game of Grim, a day of Grim as well too. Got a little sidetracked. We were doing our goal was to go in and just like try to build a base in an hour, right?
Get off my property.
Oh man, that was so funny. Ran by this dude, tried to enter his base. You enter the code, you get zapped. We start running by. We see him pop out of the.
I heard his roof door open. Yeah.
He goes, hey, get off my property.
Yeah, my house.
I was like,
get away from my house or I'll shoot.
I was dying.
And he just kept saying it. Get away from my house or I'll shoot.
And like, in fairness to him, he didn't shoot.
I mean, basically, it's Texas. Don't go up to people's. I mean, dude.
And then
that's
we got murked by a kid. Not. We were not equipped yet because we started a new character. Like it was fresh. We just went into a new server. We were still pretty naked and stuff. You had a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
I had a rock. And then we found some random kid and he came after us. He spawn killed me a couple times. Not spawn killed. I died and I came back.
At the garage?
Yeah. We shouldn't have messed with him.
Well, he was funny because he said he was up, he was perched on the roof, but he was like,
I know you're here to kill me.
I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. And I was, 100% I was there to kill him. Right?
Yeah. Same with you. Be like, hey, no.
We were trying to bait him. But he had he was like, nope, don't trust you, don't know you, F off. And then he started launching arrows at us. And then, those arrows add up, obviously. But our base was like across the street.
I hadn't placed a sleeping bag yet, though.
Came running back. And then I came back the second time after he had killed me. I figure I'll just have him waste arrows. And I see like, to scale wise, probably like, almost 100 feet on the backside of the gas station. I see him, and I'm guessing was you because from the distance, I see you with a rock. You're just hammering him.
Yeah, you actually missed this part. I haven't told you this part yet, though. He runs up to me, and he goes, "Hey, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel a little bad about killing your buddy there." And as soon as he said that, I start bashing him with the rock. And then he lights me up with the bow and arrow, That shit was funny.
Dude, I got chased.
Oh, the other night. Not on stream. This was the other night.
I fucked with someone's base, and 3 people come out. And I'm like, ah, shit. So I'm like, I'll just start running. So I start running to a big old base. And I'm like, I'll run behind it, and they'll think that's my base. And they'll be like, well, we're not fucking with that guy. I look behind. I'm like, they're still coming after me. I was like, dude, I only have like 10 minutes left before I got to get off. I'm like, I'm just going to run for 10 minutes. They'll lose interest. I'll drop a sleeping bag. Life will be good. They chased me for 10 minutes until I turned around. I just put my hands up, and then one of them beat me to death with a torch. And then the other night I was behind somebody. This is crazy, dude. We had just gone in, whatever.
This was on stream.
Yeah, sadly I don't have the
footage of it.
Yeah,
I was shooting from my side.
And dude, I was within arm's reach of the guy, and he would stop for a second to get the cloth from the little trees.
Mm-hmm.
So every time he do that, I'd be like a little closer to him, and then I had my hatchet out, and I'm like, I'm just gonna start. I swing and I miss. Dude, my heart was racing because I'm like, he has a shotgun on his back, and that was the dude. I come around the corner, and he finally stops because he met his buddy. Oh no, I had a spacesuit on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And his buddy's waving at him, and he's waving at him, and I got to do something. So I just start hacking at the guy with the freaking hatchet, and I hear the shotgun go off, but now he's got to reload it. So I go after the space guy, and I'm beating him with the hatchet, and then I got obviously murked. But dude, it was hysterical.
Those guys came running by me afterwards because I was running because we were going after a drop, an airdrop.
That's what I shouldn't have done it.
And dude, the first guy comes running by me with the shotgun, and I go, "Hey, I don't want any trouble. I'm just carrying on." And he kept running, like he left me alone.
I don't want nothing to do with
Then
that.
his buddy came with a bow and arrow, maybe like 20 seconds later, and I went, "Hey, I don't want any trouble," and he just poof. I was like, damn.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're better off killing on sight than trying to make friends. But I also I want to go in. I want to go in and stream it again, but
for like 2 hours.
Yeah, a minimum, because I love doing the ground up.
Mm-hmm. Our base is gone by now.
100%.
So
not just
cool.
Based on location. That was just to stream for an hour and a half.
Yeah, and we were doing good if we didn't get distracted trying to kill people. We would have had a full-blown base. So good stuff on Grim. And then you've been playing some Dragon Fist VR Kung Fu because we got added to the game as part of a fighter gauntlet.
The creator gauntlet.
Yeah, the creator gauntlet. You can fight like, what is it, like 11, 12, maybe more?
It's more than 11 because I did 11 last night. Mm-hmm. That's, I think, my new record. And I still haven't fought me, man.
Pretty much fight an endless flow of creators until you beat them all. There's a good amount of creators in there. Us, Mateo's in there, lunch and dinner.
I haven't got Mateo yet.
Pretty sure he's in there. I saw him in the list on the Discord.
All right. Genghis, definitely. Soul Fox, I'm pretty sure I had.
You said Soul Fox guys killed you a couple times?
Yeah.
He talks shit, too.
That was my level 11.
Yep. Good stuff. So, if you want to go fight us.
Everyone's got little. Well, for the most part, I'd say they all have.
Their creative character stuff was good because you do like the tracking for it.
Yours, I find within the first 3. Mm-hmm. Every time I do it.
It's like they know.
I'm like, what the frick, man?
It's like they know.
But they're it's fun as hell, dude.
We got to track our punches and our moves that we're going to do. I gave my guy a spinning back fist.
Yeah, I haven't encountered that yet. I'm not going to lie. I got a fighting style that works well for me. And when you told me you added that, I'm like, fuck that. I'm just going to smother them. So the minute, and they start you far off, but the minute I get close, I just start hammering, stay real close.
You said one guy's head's down and you just hammer fist him down.
I'd fuck that guy up every time. Yeah, you can't. I mean, dude, you know something about fighting. You're not going to come in like, put your head like this. What are you going to do? Brock Lesnar, bonk. And you can hit it first punch. There's like 2 or 3. You get that first punch off there. It goes into that slow-mo.
So we got a video. You sent me a video of that. We'll be posting on YouTube.
It's not a completion though.
You got 11? You said?
Yeah. It's 6 minutes. So it's not bad. But it's a workout, though. Because think of that. You're swinging for 6 freaking minutes.
Dragon Fist VR Kung Fu is really good. That's another one we got to stream again soon.
And
the co-op campaign.
When you knock someone down, or you're on a boat, too. So theoretically, if you time it right, you can probably hook them off the boat. I've done it a couple of times. But so your new characters don't spawn in the same spots. So I've had it where I'm standing here, and a new character is spawning right there. It's on. Unlike, there's a 6-foot diff, So I would just say use caution or move to a different location after you knock someone down, because they might be spawning within arm's reach.
That's too fun. So if we annoy you ever on a podcast, we got some bad takes. Go into Dragon Fist VR.
Beat the shit out of us.
Yeah, start giving us the hands.
You can download the characters too.
Well, we got to do a co-op campaign now with our creative people. So we can be me and you.
Once I fight my character in the gauntlet, I will. I fought my character, I fight as Clayton. Clayton Hughes.
That's your go-to?
Yeah, dude's a boxer. It's like, I don't need to mess around with this martial art shit. This dude's meant for boxing. Throwing fists.
Too funny. So we've also been playing some of that. We played some Luminize Arise on Steam VR as well. Definitely want to play that more before I give full thoughts, but from the same developers as Tetris Effect. It's got that dank-ass soundtrack, too.
It's got an amazing soundtrack.
Yeah. That's something you got to give that company a lot of credit for.
From what the visuals are, to me, where it's at.
So I definitely want to play some online with you with that, and then we'll talk about that more. But yeah, it's been a good week of VR. And then obviously, like I said at the start already, Forefront, some other things we can't talk about yet that we'll be talking about more in the next couple of weeks. There's a lot of good stuff coming through the end of the year.
I expect you to die.
No, don't even start that rumor. That's not true.
August came and went. We didn't get it. So got to pick a new date.
No, I hope we get an I expect you to die soon.
I hope we get a tease. I'm not saying, we need it. Well, we do, but I'm not, I know it's fermenting, doing their thing. But a tease would be nice. Like, ooh.
And then Jamie and Xena had their latest VR game showcase last week, so we'll be talking about a lot of titles from that. And then, what a loaded week. The long-rumored, what was codenamed Deckard, has been officially announced by Valve. Valve's next headset, the Steam Frame.
Along with some other stuff, too.
Yeah, they announced 3 pieces of hardware coming in 2026.
All kind of integrated together.
Yes, they announced the Steam Frame, which we'll talk a bit more about in a moment. That's their next headset. It's going to be replacing the Valve Index. No price or anything like that. Just some, specs on it.
$799.
I hope even cheaper. $600 would be
$699.
Would be money for a headset like this.
$649.99.
But we'll talk about that more in a moment. And even then, I think I want another week or so to fully digest all the specs. And there's a lot of online discourse about this. A lot of no, but this and this and this. So we'll do a little rough overview of it. But they announced the Steam Frame. They announced the Steam Machine, which is going to be a gaming PC, essentially.
It's a GameCube.
Yeah. It's going to be like the next Xbox is.
But these have existed. These little, 1 foot by 1 foot PCs.
It looks ergonomic. It looks like it'll fit comfortably in a house.
All it's got to do is run Steam, dude.
I don't think any other price on it as well either. And then they also announced a Steam controller, which, like you said, all these kind of integrate into each other.
If you choose to.
The Steam Frame is going to be a standalone VR headset. They call it a streaming first standalone headset. So it'll be able to play standalone titles, both flat screen and VR standalone titles. A little asterisk there. It's not going to be able to play, No Man's Sky and, some of the more higher end Lone Echo and stuff like that. It's not going to be able to run without a PC. but there are going to be quote unquote Steam frame certified games that are going to be able to run standalone without a gaming PC. But then it's also going to be able to play flat screen games on it without a PC. Again, to what level? Here's my thing. Can it run Baldur's Gate 3? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I see you keep asking.
Yeah,
nobody can answer.
Can it run Baldur's Gate 3?
And regarding specs, until I can physically try one, you can put a jet engine in a car, but you can limit it down to nothing.
Yeah, we haven't been able to go hands on it or anything like that, but it will be able to play flat screen and VR titles without a PC. But due to the processor on it, it's going to be limited to what level you can take it. But you are going to be able to stream it with your PC, similar to like how you do with like AirLink and Virtual Desktop. You're going to be able to use your device or your Steam machine. You can see what they're getting at, but for us with gaming PCs, you're going to be able to...
No reason to get a Steam machine.
No, not for us with a dedicated... a beast like we have, run everything on ultra max settings. Don't even have to think about it. Go into the settings, turn that shit into ultra high, and have no issues for any game. I don't think there's been a game yet I haven't been able to ultra high. So for people like us, there's no point with a Steam machine. And to be honest with you, if a Steam machine's going to be like $1,000, $1,200, we don't know yet. But it's like you're probably still better just to get a gaming PC than have
They'll
the full
do a bundle.
I'm hoping they imagine like a $9.99 bundle, $1,200.
Well, why wouldn't they?
We'll see.
And I don't think that'll be I think that'll just be a common offering.
But we'll see. The Steam frame, though, you're going to be able to stream VR games and flat screen games from your PC to the headset as well. It has on the controllers, they're laid out more like standard controllers, all for, A, X, Y, whatever. They label them as X, Y, B. Those are all on one controller with a joystick, and the other controller has a D-pad and a joystick. So there should be no game that can support controllers that won't be able to support the Steam frame controls. It's going to use pretty interesting streaming technology. You're not going to be able to wired connect it, but you're going to be able, when you wirelessly connect to it, it has dual Wi-Fi in the sense that it connects to your base Wi-Fi or your router through your existing network connection, and then it sets up a 6 gigahertz dedicated hotspot as well too, which means it connects to the Wi-Fi, and then it's going to set up the second Wi-Fi network that's just for your device, your devices, your headset, and your computer. So if you have a shitty router, you're in between walls of your house, common things that cause people to have stuttering and stuff like that, this should eliminate it so that it's pretty, I won't use 100% without trying it, but it should be pretty accurate to being tethered, with a wire and stuff like that. They also have some interesting eye tracking technology with it for when you're streaming, that it's using eye tracking 100% of the time. So whatever you're looking at, it's going to put more resources into making higher quality on the stream as well. So you should notice an increased quality there. And, it's got some decent weight. It's 185 grams. But once you include the speakers, the strap, and the battery, it goes up to 440 grams. So, they can float that, 185 grams number all they want. But who's playing it without a strap and speakers and a battery, right?
What's the total? 440 grams?
Yep. I'll compare that to the Quest in just a moment. The processor on it, it's
less than a pound.
Yeah. The processor on the graphics performance on it, the chip in it is slightly stronger than the Quest as well too. Interesting enough, this has black and white pass through instead of color pass through, which I did think was an interesting choice. This one's gotten a lot of debate online. Some people say it doesn't matter. Me, when I play flat screen games on my Quest, which I do a lot, I like the color pass through. It feels like a home theater, So I was a little bummed to see that, but it's modular as well. So people are going to be able to build attachments for it. So in full, theoretical realm, somebody will be able to sell a color pass through attachment for the headset. The resolution on it is pretty similar to a Quest 3. It uses pancake lenses as well. Refresh rate is 72 to 120 hertz, very similar to a Quest 3, which is 60 to 120 hertz. They do have 100 144 hertz experimental mode. It's going to have 16 gigabytes of RAM. You know, the Quest 3, for reference on weight, is 515 grams in total.
So more than a pound.
And the Steam frame's 440. So we're about 75 grams different between the two.
515?
Yep. 515 grams is the weight of a Quest 3. So interesting, man. This stuff, like I said, I want to digest it more. It's going to be using, obviously, the Steam store.
That's a noticeable amount of weight difference.
75 grams?
Yes.
Well,
75 grams is...
as we've seen with other headsets, though, it's
just
not,
under 3 ounces.
It's not always about what the total weight is. It's also about how it's distributed.
Weight distribution. Oh, dude, look at that thing.
The battery goes on the back, which a lot of people do like for weight distribution mode. So it's not so front heavy, but
jerking down on your nose.
Again, we need to try it before we have full opinions there.
Yeah, I'm real anxious to try it.
Yeah, dude. It's got pancake lenses.
I was hoping for a price announcement.
No price yet.
I know.
TBD. They said they're aiming for it to cost less than an Index, which is $1,000. Now, interesting, the Index needed trackers for it as well. Whereas with this, you put on the Steam frame,
arm
you're good to go.
No, I don't think.
No, there's no hand tracking on it either.
Nope.
But the Quest 3 can technically track torso and arms. The frame cannot. Mm-hmm. But since it's modular, maybe somebody could buy build a modular thing to attach to it. It's got IPD adjustment like the Quest 3 with the wheel. There's a lot on this that sounds really good. I'm a fan of playing flat screen games on my
I don't see
Quest.
A lot of downsides to it, dude.
It all depends on price.
On spec. That's the $1 million. Do you come out of the gate at $1,200? That's gonna not.
Yeah, they're aiming for less than $1,000, but is that 800, 700, 600?
99 cents.
I think if this is in the 500 to 600 range, it's a very strong competitor with the Quest.
I think they should open out. I think they should come out of the gate with a limited,
like a founder's price.
Like we'll match the Quest price
for 6 months.
Week. Not even blink, dude.
Yep. If they did, it's a day one buy.
Because it's like I want one, but price, it'll be price determined for sure. But if they're like, hey, tomorrow $500,
I think some people are getting a little too excited about it being able to do PC VR without a computer. Because again, the PC VR the VR that's going to be able to do without a computer is going to be very similar to Quest quality games.
Similar or better?
Well, it depends. I mean,
I do see like the word similar used a lot with and almost.
It all depends.
Almost as good.
Nobody knows until it's out, right?
Yeah.
And
that's the thing, man.
The reality is our developers going to be able to support a third branch of games where they have the PC VR build. Now they're going to have a Steam frame build. Now they're going to have a Quest build. Now they're going to have a PlayStation VR 2 build, a Pico build. Or are most developers just going to use their Quest build as the Steam frame certified build? Due to the operating system of it, it's Linux-based. They're Linux-based Steam OS. They have an interesting piece of software on there that allows it to run. It's the same with the Steam Deck. They allow it to run Windows games, Android games, or mobile games, all in the same chipset and operating system without issue. So a lot of Quest games can just, if it can run Android games on it, it should be able to just do a 1-to-1 port without any issue. Theoretically.
I mean, we'll see soon enough.
How many developers are going to take advantage of that little bit extra power is a different story. Like I said, I want to digest this a bit more, and we'll probably talk about it more too, but it's official. The Steam frame is announced early 2026. No actual date, no price. At least they're being transparent with the specs on it, but like we've said a bunch, that you really have to experience it before you can formulate an opinion, So who knows? Maybe some Steam frames are in our future. We've been playing a lot more PC VR recently. So,
I mean, I would go this over PlayStation.
It all depends.
Yep.
It all depends.
It really comes down to that price, but I don't think it's going to be over $1,000.
I've been seeing some rumors on some PlayStation VR 2 Black Friday prices that looked real nice.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a BJ's ad floating around online that was like...
BJ's for a good price. Not bad.
Yeah, hey. There's worse things to spend your money. I'm just kidding. And then there's the Steam machine and the Steam controller as well too, which we'll know more about soon as well. Good stuff from Valve. It's in the wild. A lot of people are like anti-meta and stuff like that, whereas Valve has quite the cult following. So my initial reception was,
I like Valve.
Yeah, I've
been using their shit longer than
Valve is a hard company to talk crap about.
Dude, they've been around forever, over 20 years.
They run the gaming world, everything Valve
I'm more
does
upset that I think my badge doesn't reflect the actual amount of years. It's only because you didn't get a badge of how many years at the start.
You've been doing for your PC VR tethered recently because you had some Wi-Fi issues with
totally terrible untethered.
Yeah,
looks like I'm looking through fucking stained glass.
Me, I play untethered with my computer upstairs. I go downstairs. I virtual desktop that, and it's butter smooth. But I also have fiber internet. So
you know what I don't get? I don't get any fucking lag. No
being tethered.
Oh, dude.
So for you, who's
fucking good.
It could be 100 things causing it right now. It could be a router. It could be Wi-Fi interference, device interference. It could be too many things on the Wi-Fi network. But for like a headset like this, where it would connect to your Wi-Fi, then create a dedicated channel for your device, it's made for people like you.
That was one of the most exciting things to me about it. There wasn't anything announced that wasn't like predictable or you assumed. There were actually some things I was like, oh, I thought it might do a little more in some areas, but whatever. That in itself, to know that you've got that network freedom, say no more. But if you tell me that it'll do it and it'll be good, it'll be almost as good as plug-in, which is what they say about plugging in your Quest. It's like, oh no, you got a good router, it's almost as good as being plugged in. I'm like, let's be honest though. Almost as good isn't as good.
I'll be honest with you, and this isn't bullshitting. This isn't blowing smoke. I've done tethered.
Yeah.
In here, I don't see any difference with my virtual desktop to the tethered.
You could run the dev tools from the.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like what I experience when I'm in there.
Look for like losses of where because it's my understanding that like you can't. There's things once you're tethered that aren't even in the equation of performance anymore. So there's no compensation for it.
Saying I haven't gone tethered to untethered just specifically for my network setup. In the past, before I got my Wi-Fi changed, it was a different story.
Yeah.
Right now, with my fiber internet, I can't notice a difference. Now, if my Wi-Fi were to start to have a hiccup, then I would notice a difference, and that wouldn't be the case if you were tethered.
Correct.
But as of now, that's not yet happened.
Nope.
But again, for somebody like if you have a network environmental issue causing stuttering in your headset when you go wireless, dude, this is a no-brainer for you.
I went into Forefront wired, and I was like, this is so much more smooth.
People spend hundreds of dollars on good Wi-Fi's for PC VR. I mean, good routers for PC VR.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna play like a competitive shooter, the better connection you can have to the game, the better your shit's gonna register. It's like you have an advantage over crap performance.
Oh, one last thing on this. They're gonna sell two models of it: a 256 gigabyte model and a 1 terabyte model. But they are gonna also allow you to have a micro SD slot for expanded storage. So even if you get the 256 gigabyte one, you could get a massive micro SD card, and then boom. So I don't even know if you need the terabyte model off that.
I wouldn't.
Not if they have the micro SD, right?
No. And then, I mean, dude, you gotta think of someone like Inferno that would have a full rack of SD cards.
Brings you back to like the memory card days of the PlayStation 2.
There's value to it.
Yeah. You don't especially have to deal with installing, uninstalling.
Until we reach the point though, like, how big is the new Grand Theft Auto going to be? And you know what I'm saying? It's like, I've seen some pretty monsters.
But here's the thing. There's no way that Grand Theft Auto 6 will run on a Steam frame without a PC. So you would need
No. You'd need the PC.
Anyway. So you would need it download on your computer anyway.
Well, it might run it for a second.
And then it'll melt. Yeah, it'll explode. It'll be a steam bomb from there. So cool stuff, though. Officially, the Steam frame is announced. It's no longer a rumor. Deckard is no longer in the rumor. I hope Bradley's doing well with himself. I hope he's handling it well.
Oh, he's already moved on to other things.
Yeah, the Decker too.
He's already... Like
no, he's done some great videos
done.
on it. Huge props to Brad. Sadly, it's Bradley for really like leading the charge on.
He's come a long way over the years, dude.
On covering this thing. Like he's been covering it since we started the podcast. He's been talking about Deckard, you know?
We could prove it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the shit. It's like typically if he's saying it, he's got some data proof of some shit. So
look, when the rumor was that there was stuff dropping on Wednesday, it was the first time he ever was like, I think there's something here. You know, so at least he didn't get overexcited.
I think
every
based
single
on
time.
specs, I want one. But what's like you said, we'll see the.
It's going to be less than a Valve Index, but is it $900 instead of $1,000? You know, we'll see. And it is completely replacing the Index. The Index is done with production. It's going to be Steam frame only from now on. So let's see. We'll call that the Deckard half hour. The Steam frame half hour. We'll make sure to get through the rest of it quicker because, like I said, you know, long list of news to get through, and we got a ceiling to finish.
We're not doing roofing.
Thank God it's not a roof. A ceiling to finish insulating. So as part of last week's VR game showcase from our friends Jamie and Zena, and don't forget as well, I'll use the opportunity to plug, we got the Ruff Talk VR gaming showcase coming on December 13th. So stay tuned for that. But
Saturday,
a game that I'm so excited for. We got to try it when they did their open beta during the Steam Next Fest. Deadly Delivery. It touches what the kids these days call friend slop. That's games like content warning and stuff like that. And this, you're a delivery person with up to 4 total players, so you and 3 friends. You do delivery jobs to earn cash and try to make it to the next set of days. And this game just looks like it's got so much potential. I think it's going to be a big streaming one. All of that stuff. So Deadly Delivery. Oh, it's made by the developers as well of We Are One, which is a game we loved. Deadly Delivery is doing a great job building a little online following in their Discord. You pop in their Discord, there's a lot of hype there. I think this is going to be a really big game. And they officially have a release date. Adding to the list of big games coming this year, Deadly Delivery is being delivered to Steam and Quest on December 4th. And this is a day oneer for me. I'm excited.
They have a cost.
Ooh, I can go to the Quest page and see.
Let's see what they're charging for this bad boy.
It's going to be, we can pre-order it now. It's going to be only $9.99 at launch.
That's
or
a
you can
steal.
pre-order it now for $8.99.
It's fun as hell.
Dude.
And I'm going to assume what I tried is pretty much what's coming out, right?
I mean, that was like what, a month ago?
Yeah.
2 months ago? You got...
I mean,
Look,
you got to put a lot of time into it to get the best out of it because there's like shit you got to unlock.
Yeah, I don't want to put in spoilers into
I
this,
don't
but
wanna,
there's something that popped out.
There's a lot of
at
surprises,
you, and you went, "Nope, I'm good for the rest of the night."
Yeah.
The first time we played,
catch me tomorrow when the sun's up, bro.
that was funny.
But to me, it's more is better for this. You really want that 4-person. This playing this solo would be ridiculous
because you die with one other friend. Now it's just you.
Need help. I had to fucking. I don't want to give spoilers, but I had to pull you out of sun. Like, what the fuck is this? But
Game's got potential, though. It'd be a fun one to stream.
Yeah, the streaming, it's like, it's made for streaming.
Hop
it's
in here
made
with
for
wanted
laughs.
to, and
it's made for
someone
fun.
else, you know?
I wouldn't take it too serious, for sure.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
A lot of potential here, but $8.99 pre-order price, $9.99 launch price, made by developers. Flathead Studio, and it's part of the Creature publishing label as well, too. So Creature hitting some home runs for sure.
Well, they're vetted so hard, right?
Yeah, we talked to Doug about that.
Yeah,
he was like, I'd rather one good one than 10 weak ones.
And you know what was cool? I think at the time we spoke, there was nothing. There was just the
ones
ones
was Maestro.
Dude.
Then they got Prison Boss,
Dude.
Deadly Delivery.
How good is Prison Boss?
We have to play that again, dude. We did one video on it. Did pretty good. We never did another video.
We played it since then.
I know.
That's what's fucked up.
I know. All right. We'll get better at this.
Oh, man.
We're getting better by the day, you know?
Yeah, I'm kind of sad of ourselves for... kind of sad at us for that. So last week in time with, I didn't even know this was a thing, but I'm not shocked because there's a day for everything, but National Drummer Day. and also celebrating, ready for this, dude? 4 years of freaking Smash drums on the Quest. And even when they were in App Lab, they were good. But they were like they were an official graduate too. They weren't.
I think so.
They weren't.
I think they got on the store before the store went curated or uncurated.
So to celebrate that, technically December 2nd is their 4th anniversary.
Hasn't happened yet?
Yeah,
they're just announcing it's coming.
Well, no, the early access is out already, but the actual National Drummer Day, their true 4th anniversary is December 2nd.
Okay.
But I think National Drummer Day is what corresponded with the early access of this. But you're getting a single player campaign. You're going to get some freaking, they're saying RPG leveling mechanics, which I know I'm a sucker for them. You're a sucker for them. And according to the developers, 100 freaking missions.
Wow.
Yep. Which should take around,
campaign.
ready for this, it should take 3 to 6 hours.
How quick's a mission?
I don't know, man, but 3 to 6 hours?
That's assuming you don't fail anything.
That's a big variance, though. Like 3 freaking hours? Like, I don't understand how you can whip
100 levels in 3 hours.
I mean, right now they have just 1 through 20. Maybe that's the 3 to 6 hours. But the way it's kind of written, it implies it's like 100 missions in 6 hours.
That sounds intense.
That sounds really intense. But
it is how it goes. If there's stars or leaderboards and stuff like that, I'll spend an hour on a mission.
Yeah, dude.
Just climbing that leaderboard. So we'll see.
But yeah, no, it's out. Early access on Quest. Final release will be coming soon to PSVR 2 also. So
good stuff.
Yeah, dude.
A campaign in a game like this is huge.
They've added better music. They've added DLCs. They've something else in the article that kind of threw me though was so of course for progression you're going to start as a newbie nothing, and then you want to end up as the god of drums is your ultimate title if you complete everything, I guess. But you're going to choose between 2 base game songs or 1 DLC track. So is that I have to try it because I have questions. Like, is that for all 1 through 20?
Yeah, that's interesting. It's one of those we got to hop in and play it ourselves.
Got to try it. But Studio's crushing it. They've been crushing it since a demo on App Lab. Potomworks is the developer, by the way.
Big props to them.
Or Potom. Potomworks.
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 Potom. So
Potom.
This next one I'm really excited for.
Oh yeah,
we were big fans of Espire 1 and 2.
Great human being too.
And they Espire 2 back in the day added a mixed reality mode to Espire 2 back in 2023. And at the VR game showcase, they announced that a standalone version of Espire is coming. It's going to be called Espire MR Mission. So a standalone version of the mixed reality missions is coming as its own title on December 16th. And as a huge props to them, they're giving this for everyone that owns Espire 2 on the Quest before the launch date is getting the standalone title for free. Or if you've never played Espire, you don't own it, then you'll buy it for the launch price. Yeah, so if you own Espire 2 prior to the launch date of December 16th, you'll get this standalone title for free as well too.
And from the trailer I've seen, it
looked really good.
It looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like really good.
Going to be disarming and knocking people out, using stealth. Espire 2 was big on stealth. The mixed reality missions in there were real fun.
Very
and
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 years later it's getting its own standalone version. I'm excited. So huge props to the developers.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm pretty stoked. Other than the fact that my play space isn't as clean as everyone else's in the world.
The store page goes, this isn't just placing items. The game adapts to your walls, furniture, ceiling height, and layout. It says guards take cover behind your actual sofa.
Oh, dude.
Trip mines slide across the hallways. Weapons and objectives appear on your shelves and tables.
Imagine if it knew that a human was sitting on a chair and would put one there as a hostage.
Yep. Oh my God.
Like your family doesn't even know that they're being hostage.
made by developers Digital Load Immersive Media, who are a sponsor on the Ruffathon as well. So huge props to Espire devs. I'm excited for this. Loved Espire 1 and 2. Loved the mixed reality missions in there. It was really like a leader in where mixed reality was at that time, and I have a feeling that they've just taken it to the next level here. So I'm excited. Yep. 30 missions in
Looks
this.
tight too, dude.
30 missions.
I ain't gonna make it past 8 in my house before I'm gonna get jumped. You already know. Shit's gonna come busting through your window, your doors.
They say 22 small scale missions, 8 large scale. So
and what do you have to hide behind?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's like these guys can be hiding behind your counters and
god damn.
Anyways. So this was shown on the VR gaming showcase as well. This one comes with some heat. People are happy. Vampire Survivors VR is out. It is out in the wild for a whopping ginormous price of $9.99, which not for nothing before I even get into what it is or isn't. The price point is perfect. If these style games want to start making their way over.
Well, you love bullet hell games.
To the Quest. Yeah, I got some on Steam. They're fucking great. There's a handful of them. So it's like, to me, this opens up the floodgate of those games to go, oh, you guys like that game. Because they usually all come with a pretty solid fan base. I believe the Steam reviews for the flat screen version and this one are pretty intense.
123,000 reviews on Steam.
Yeah, so it was developed by Ponkel, who teamed up with Radical Forge and Meta. So somebody at Meta really liked the game a lot because they pushed this one through, more or less a shadow drop. It's a bullet hell. Choose a character. You got stats, you got damage. Graphics suck ass, but such is the case.
You're a hater.
I call
it
the bottom of 8-bit shit.
With the bottom of your soul, you hate 8-bit graphics.
Yeah, and it's better than 8-bit, but you know what I'm saying?
The pixelated.
That's just my term for let's go backwards. I honestly, now that it's in the wild,
sound like you were having fun with it though.
I'm having a blast, but here's the thing. I would have loved to have seen a visual update for VR. All right. The game can be the same. You're kind of top down diorama.
It's diorama style. Yeah. You're not like immersed into it.
There's some other cool shit that makes the environments really pop, which, I don't want to spoil it for everyone, but it's fun. Never are you going to play it on such a board size. So that in itself is like, and that's what triggered my brain to go, shit, there's a whole bunch of these that could pop over because bullet hells are fun. Kind of put it up there with roguelites. Never knew how much I really liked
it. It is
them.
a roguelike technically too.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, you could go on my Steam library. Be like, yeah, dude, you own some. Same thing with
there was one you were hooked on your phone.
I still play it.
And on the laptop you were playing it too.
Oh yeah, dude, that was a great one. That was a Steam one though. I don't even know where it is.
Yeah, you'll have to find it after. But
yeah, I cleaned up my shit for the desktop. But Vampire Survivors VR. Man, I recommend it. I just wish they had, fluffed up the graph. But that's part of the appeal, I guess.
Yeah,
of that.
It's the game.
Like,
if it was a new game,
if it looked nice, it wouldn't be fun. I'm just, my brain just doesn't accept that. Even though I all of them I own, none of them have like tight graphics. I don't know why. Who knows? But $9.99.
And I love diorama games in VR. I know some people dislike them. They're like, it's not real VR, but I have fun with them.
You know what you're getting into, though. No one forced you to buy it. If it says, but the play area size is decent, dude. It's a nice size. It's like,
maybe it's because one of the first games that we fell in love with in VR was Demio. So now I'm like,
you pick up the pieces on that. It says,
made in Sweden. Yeah, nice immersive environment.
Level of detail. You're not getting that with this. I promise you.
This one's fun.
It's fun though.
It's a good to see out in the wild.
I recommend it if you like, bullet hells, man.
And they dropped it on the same day as the VR game showcase as well, too. So huge props to them
that was a good one.
Let's see how it's doing on ratings and reviews. It's got only 67 reviews. But 4.4
considered isn't too bad.
No, it's state of the Quest store right now. People aren't leaving a ton of reviews. But anyway, as always, huge shout out to our Patreon supporters on our on-air shout out tier. This is the time where we shout out the people that help us keep our lights on. You know, the Ruffathon is helping us get our new studio built, but these people help us keep the lights on all year round. Huge thank you to supporters of Sim, Amelia, Carson, Espire Mike, Jake, Crispy, Shoes, Tom, Chris, and Danae. You all rock. Appreciate all of your support. And you can join that esteemed list as well by visiting the link in our show notes, our episode description, seeing where it says Patreon, clicking there, and then becoming a supporter of the on-air shout-out tier. Like I said, there you can, enjoy some other exclusive listener perks as well beyond on-air shout-outs. You get to know in the kindness of your heart you're helping us keep the lights on. As well, you get an exclusive your name changes to yellow in our Discord.
We're going to label you and talk a lot of shit.
You're a supporter. No, you get marked as a supporter in our Discord. You get access to an exclusive Patreon-only chat room in there as well, too. So on that note, also, don't forget about our Ruff Talk VR Discord channel. Great non-toxic environment. Awesome VR discussion, food pictures, life discussion, game meetups. You get the first to know what's going on in the Ruff Talk VR land. So check out the Patreon, check out the Discord. If you're a developer or studio, you have a good trailer to show off. You have some news coming. In December, we have our Ruff Talk VR Gaming Showcase on December 13th, right before the holiday. So awesome time to get a new trailer and some news out in the wild. We're still accepting some more applications for the next couple weeks. So visit the link in our show notes, fill out the form there. Already got a good amount of studios committed to it. Would love to have a few more. So check out the link there. If you got an update coming or a new game coming, something you want to plug, fill out the form and we'll be in touch there. So cool stuff. This next game, this is made by developer TerraVision Games. They're the ones who developed Captain Toonhead versus the Punks from Outer Space. Love that. There's an existing franchise of games called Orcs Must Die, and they've announced that they're bringing it to VR. It's called, the VR adaptation is called Orcs Must Die by the Blade. The game's going to have 12 missions across 3 main chapters. It's going to be all about placing, I like the way they describe it, intricate traps on a map before you fight the orcs with weapons like axes and stuff like that. There's going to be upgrades to your weapons and traps as well, too. And then there's also going to be a co-op mode in there as well for people like me and you. Orcs Must Die by the Blade. It's coming on January 26, 2026, exclusively on the MetaQuest. What the creative or the game design director said about it, quote unquote, building complex combinations of traps and experiencing the explosion of limbs and bloods has a familiar but unique feeling since the orcs in the game will hunt you instead of going straight to the rift. So I'm not the most familiar with Orcs Must Die. I don't know if you played it or anything, but
I feel like I own one Orcs Must Die, but I might be confusing it with that Orcs Football, which I have a couple of.
Well, you're going to be defending your home from orcs in this one. So they said they rebuilt the core gameplay loop just for VR. So I'm excited to play it. And again, this one was also on the VR game showcase. So good stuff. Coming in January. I'm hyped.
Sweet. All right. So, January, just outside we're getting a lot of drops before the end of the year. More than we knew we were going to get a lot. We knew we were going to get a lot of good ones. Just didn't know how many we're going to squeeze in. This is one that we'll be squeezing in for a list price of $24.99, but a pre-order price of $19.99, which is actually pretty damn good. December 5th, we got Men in Black's Most Wanted coming out.
That one was shadow announced.
And before you think it's going to be Will Smith slap fighting, I'll be shocked if he has a voiceover in this. You will be introduced to new characters. It's going to be a new chapter in the Men in Black universe. This one's going to take place in the 90s. You're going to be teamed up with an Agent L to confront Silithians, which is a hostile alien race. they frequently attack the MIB agents. You know, if you're familiar, you'd be living on a planet if you've never heard of Men in Black. Environmental puzzle, shooting. You're going to have all the weapon choices, including that little tiny gun that Will Smith was given the first, I think, in Men in Black 1. The little tiny cricket there. This is being developed by CodeSync, who did some impressive work with Jurassic World Aftermath using that cell shading art style, like way before, like a long time ago. That one got like shoved in everyone's face on the store when there was a store. So that one's coming out December 5th, $24.99 if you wait, $19.99 if you grab it now. I want it.
It's co-op.
Not always a big fan of that art style, but I can't, I'm coming around because so many people have used it. I'm like becoming numb to it.
It's like roguelikes. I thought I didn't like it at first. Now I like them.
To me, it's going to be about the gameplay. I'm expecting some funny things. They say cameos. So I'm curious who they
Maybe
got.
there's a Will Smith.
So smack on down to Men in Black.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
This next one's from the developers of Spectral Game. I'm sorry, the developers Spectral Games. They're the developers of Medieval Dynasty New Settlement.
Good game.
Yeah.
Since day one.
This was a game I freaking loved. This one's going to be called The Lightkeepers. And they call it a co-op action game. So I'm hyped. It's got co-op in it. They say it takes place in the 1920s in a world where daylight unveils discoveries and nightfall demands survival. It's not
20s weren't that bad, man.
It's not known exactly how many people are going to be able to play together yet. If it's going to be just 2 people, up to 4, 3 players, everything like that. Not too much news is known about it yet in terms of like price and overall game loop. Besides that, it involves exploring, crafting, and fighting nocturnal terrors as a team. But it's going to be coming sometime next year on Quest 3 and 3S. I'm excited. A little 30-second trailer, nothing too much. It sounds like it's pretty early into things, but no price,
Yeah.
But they're smart to get the news of it out in the wild, and I'll be watching this one for sure.
Okay. I trust the studio.
Dude, they did Medieval Dynasty so good.
When you crush it with one thing, I got faith in your next project.
Mm-hmm.
Until you start going directions that, aren't for me. But this one looked pretty damn.
And I'm a sucker for co-op, so let's go.
A lot of co-op. So, Thoughtfish, developed by Thoughtfish. How to God.
I'm hyped for this one.
If you follow any of our socials, we've been posting about it because we were part of a creator program for a level of this sandbox game, which I'm happy to say we passed through.
We were the winner of the contest.
At some point, not necessarily at their launch, but you will see this added. But Thoughtfish, the game we're talking about is How to God, God-themed sandbox, or they'll say deity. We're not going to specifically say G. It's coming early access next month. Might have some sticker shock. December 4th for $29.99 on the Quest, which by standards is a little up there. But you're going to play, the head honcho. You're going to make the decisions. Are you going to be nice, or are you going to be? You can get it early now, pre-order for $24.99. But are you going to be a good god? Are you going to be a bad god? The choice is yours. Your people are going to pray to you. You're going to build things for them. You're going to reward them. There's some chemistry involved to help you're the ultimate decision maker. You play this how you want to. You are going to have a helper pet who also can choose. You can choose to let this thing help your citizens, or maybe you just want to have some payback punishment and you want them to go chomp a few. You can do that too. I love these type of games, dude. They're fun. Not just because we won a contest within it. So, I'm excited to see to what degree we talked to the some of the people who work on it, it seems like they got a pretty big roadmap for this on where they want to go with it and what, but I love it. Sandback's deity sim. I imagine everyone at some point is going to try to be an asshole, but you're just going to feel bad about it. Because that happened in the last deity sim I played, where you could like set your people on fire, throw them in the volcano and shit. The name is evading me.
Deism.
Thank you. But yeah, so right around the corner, coming out before the end of the year, and it will be early access, I believe.
Nice. I'm excited for that one.
Yep.
This next one is from developers. This character bank, they're the same developers as Ruined Magnus, which was a VR JRPG. And this one, they're coming at it again with another full-fledged, full-scale RPG coming to Steam VR and MetaQuest called Knights of Fiona. Their last game was in 2022. This one's going to be coming out in 2026. So maybe they started this one on development right after. We're talking 3 to 4 years of development on here. They call it a fully immersive first-person action RPG. It's going to have quests and challenges. They say as you trek to save the world fighting hordes of enemies. They say there's going to be large-scale boss fights against dragons and other creatures. So, looks a lot of fun. No official release date or price yet. Just that it's going to be coming in 2026. But looks fun for if you're part of the crowd that goes, hey, there's not enough RPGs on the store. We need more of this genre. This is going to be definitely up your alley, to say the least. It looks polished. Looks like it's got a good story. Looks like it's going to be single player. You're taking the role of Fiona, as you can tell by the game, Knights of Fiona. They say you're going to be leading her team of knights against the evil engulfing the realm. The trailer is pretty sick as well, too. Got some melee, some bow and arrow, some archery. So good stuff. Definitely excited for this one.
Sweet. Banners and Bastions. We've talked about it. We've shown some video of it. Created by Not Suspicious. Love the name. They did Airspace Defender. They seem to have cornered the market of, we'll call it game in a bubble, or dome games, biodome games, whatever you want to call it. MR mixed reality roguelite tabletop. Had a blast with it. It is out now in early access. You can scoop it up. But they are going full release next month. I don't have an exact date. So what's wicked cool, the price, $9.99. Who wouldn't love that? It's got just under 100 reviews, 95 with a 4.9. I don't know how you can freaking do any better than that.
Yeah, game's really solid.
Banners and Bastions next month.
Full launch doesn't mean the most these days.
$9.99.
They deserve all the love they can get. Tactical roguelite is how Upload called it. I like that. It's tactical. It's kind of tower defensey though.
Yeah, to a degree for sure.
Mm-hmm. I like this one more than Airspace Defender.
Yeah, well. Airspace Defender can fuck off. That was just it
was hard. It's a fun game.
It's a great game. It gets hard.
Banners and Bastions gets hard too, but in a more gamified way. I
should go back into it.
Yeah. It's not that it can fuck off. You're just being silly, but
of course I'm being silly.
It looks fun. I mean, Banners and Bastions
suspiciously silly.
But because it's not suspicious.
But anytime I've talked about it, I'm like, dude, the game's great.
It's a hit in our Discord.
Holy shit, it gets hard.
People love Banners and Bastions in our Discord.
I was talking Airspace.
Oh yeah, Airspace. Yeah,
Banners and Bastions.
That's a 10. That's
the
a
difficulty
peak.
Progression is perfect.
He nailed that one.
Airspace Defender, man, you go from feeling really proud of yourself to like, what the hell am I doing wrong, dude?
Mm-hmm.
But I actually am going to go back into it so I can go a little further than where I got sad.
Yeah, Banners and Bastions though, such a good game. Home run from him. So glad to see that full launch.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see his next one.
Oh, there's going to be a bunch in that style.
Mm-hmm.
This next one, made by developer Thomas Van de Burge, which was the developer of the game Vermilion. His next game's officially been announced on the VR Game Showcase. Well, he was teasing it a bit before that, but he didn't have a name for it and stuff. And now he's announced officially Pocketlands, which you're going to be building miniature worlds inside your home using mixed reality. You build them on a diorama, another diorama game in your room. It's going to be using hand tracking. It's pretty much like building, Minecraft worlds in a little diorama in your living room. It looks super fun. Thomas said with the full release, he's targeting the second half of 2026. He plans to include cave systems, underground biomes, additional surface biomes, creatures roaming the land, and a multiplayer build with leaderboard. Multiplayer build battles with leaderboards. And then he also wants co-located and remote creative multiplayer in the works as well, too. But that's full launch in the second half of 2026. This beast, Thomas is an animal. He wants it in early access. It's coming on December 11th. So right around the corner, people will be able to start to get into Pocket Lands. Of course, with the understanding, early access, much more to come for the full launch. This early access is just going to be single player. And I imagine there's going to be not too, I don't want to say not too much. There's going to be day and night cycle. You're going to be able to build the worlds, but just hearing how much more he wants to add, it's going to get much better too.
Sweet. So much. There's too much good shit coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I'm actually kind of like looking forward to games now when I see the bump of spring, like this next one. Because I'm like, dude, you're going to throw so much on this plate. Only so much can stick from a consumer level, right?
Yeah, this end of the year is stacked.
Yeah, we knew it was coming. I just didn't know to the scale. And this doesn't even count the stuff that's still coming. Holy Moses. So this one's coming out in spring, allegedly, of 2026 on Quest and Steam. What I really like is the price. Some of these games are just killing it with their price. $12.99. I'm talking about full Steam Undead. I have nothing to freaking compare this to based on what I'm reading. It is a zombie killer, but they're gonna go with more action than horror, and it's gonna be Victorian inspired. They're claiming 0 loading screens. That's in quotes, so that came from somebody. 0 loading screens. I don't really need to get into too much of the lore. I have played nothing from what I'm reading like this. You get what I'm saying?
No, it sounds super unique.
It sounds like it's going to be funny. Zombies will explode to you when you get close. There's mods. I mean, there will be smooth turning, which is huge for me. Swappable gun hands, which is good. I don't know. This is one I want to see more of as we get a little closer to it. It was developed by Crooks Peak, which they did by Grid Alone. So we'll see.
Sounds fun.
Dude, the price is like...
Yeah, home run.
These $9.99 games and $12.99s, it's like, even if they're not great...
Easy to justify.
Uh-huh. Once you're over the 25 mark, it's like, out's coming the magnifying glass. A little bit more scrutiny.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. We'll see. I like that they're saying it's comedic zombie killing. You had me at that.
No, that one sounds fun. I like you said on the release day, at least it gives us some spacing.
It is a single player though. So,
well,
if there was a downside,
not everything, but I'm with you. Always, especially comedy things. Great to laugh with a buddy.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So this next one, adding to the value, the amount of a bargain that a Quest 3S is. The Quest 3S is on sale for what I think is the lowest price it's ever been. The Quest 3S 128 gigabyte model is on sale for $250 at Best Buy. And beyond only being $250, it comes with a $50 Best Buy gift card, 1 month of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. So you get the headset, $50 gift card to Best Buy, a month of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and Walking Dead Saints and Sinners for $250. That's
crazy good.
Dude, we're out here speculating the cost of a Steam frame, which is no doubt going to be better than a 3S. The 3S doesn't have pancake lenses, but you can't deny the value of a Quest headset. $250, dude. That is a bargain. Bargain and a half, as the kids might say. So, dude, if you've been on the fence, Upload VR even goes, you could use that $50 Best Buy gift card to get the Elite strap, which you definitely need over the base head strap.
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't even want to remember those days.
Dude, and I love my Xbox Game
Nothing
Pass.
was worse than the 2, though.
Dude, it's $250 with $110 worth of perks. as well.
There's enough shit in there in the Quest Plus to just keep you busy forever.
Dude, that is a crazy bargain. Right in time for Christmas as well, too. So if you're grabbing people headsets for Christmas, $250. And you still get 3 months of the Horizon Plus subscription. Insane.
You're always getting it for free.
Dude, it's so much value for $250.
Matter of fact, they're losing money on it.
Mm-hmm. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is a $30 game. One of the best VR games ever released. And you get it for free with that headset.
Crazy.
Crazy bargain.
Speaking of crazy, Bootstrap Island, dude, has not stopped. This is their 5th update they're dropping on this game. And it is coming out full release sometime in Q1 of 2026. But this one is called Visions. So you already know, dude.
Hallucination time. You're seeing stuff.
It's going to add sicknesses and hallucination systems that'll warp reality as your illness spreads throughout your body. This is a survival game, by the way. You're shipwrecked on an island. And when I mean survival, I mean survival. It still has some of the best water mechanics I've ever seen in virtual reality. Never to come to a Quest headset, ever, in its entire life. You can cure, but you can only cure yourself with a lotus flower. It can also be found in the new medicine box, which will have 6 mysterious bottles with unknown contents. What are you going to do? You got to try it. See if you're going to make it. I'm excited for them to. Plus, you'll have a new story-driven tutorial.
Oh, great!
You get some of your story, or your character's backstory, which actually will be kind of cool. So they haven't stopped since they came out with this, dude. Visually, it's stunning. It gets a little scary, I'll admit. I almost wish that wasn't the case, and it was just the survival. Nighttime is for real, so be prepared. But no, scoop it. Let me just grab a price real quick. You can save 20%, I believe, right now. It's holding a rating of very positive on Steam, which is good. And of course, I can't see the price because I own it.
Let me see. I don't think I'm signed into my Steam on browser. So let me see. I'll see if I can get the price real quick.
825 reviews.
Not bad.
Developed by Maru VR.
It is normally $24.99. It's on sale for $19.99.
Dude, that's not
price.
It's a great flex too of visuals. Puzzle elements for sure. But I dig the man, I missed the build we tried in Germany.
No, good stuff to Bootstrap. Like you said, the melt a headset if it ever tries to go.
Yeah, it was the first question I asked. They're like, no,
not even.
Just not even gonna.
You see the water moving in there in the cup. You're like, yeah, this thing's intense. So this next one has a good following on it. It originally launched in flat screen land and then came to PSVR 2 and Steam with VR support slightly later. Tin Hearts. It's a puzzle adventure game. And now Act 1 of the game with VR support is coming to the Meta Quest. They say they're going to do an episodic release that starts with the first one coming on December 11th. The full version of the game is out on flat screen platforms on PlayStation and Steam, as well as with VR support on PSVR 2 and PC VR. And like I said, Act 1 is coming to MetaQuest on December 11th. So I never played it, but this first one is going to be launching for $5.99, the first series episode, which isn't bad.
I wonder how long gameplay is of it.
Yeah, I don't like when it's episodic releases as much as the full game, to be honest with you. I like, boom, you get to play the whole thing. I like that their trailer said the most Christmassy
unless it's walkabout.
Yeah, that's a different story. But I'm excited.
To me, it's going to come down. I'm torn because I would do that for I Expect You to Die in a Heartbeat.
That's true.
So I want to,
And I love puzzle games, so.
Yeah. I mean, I personally think this one might be really freaking good.
I think so too. I have a good feeling about this one.
But if it's 30 minutes an episode,
I know it all depends on the length of it.
If it's a couple of hours an episode, be like, that's not bad for $6, right?
Let's go. I'm hyped for this one.
Yeah.
Not hyped for the episodic release, but $6.99, I can justify that.
I get it.
So to wrap this baby up, let's go over the upcoming list of games through the rest of November and December as well. I can start with the first bunch if you want, or you can take the first bunch.
Oh,
it's up
no.
to you.
First bunch is yours, dude.
Wow, man. It'll be the next day after this podcast comes out. I feel like there's not been as much hype for it as it should be, but Deadpool VR is coming to MetaQuest 3 on November 18th. And then Thrill the Fight 2 is getting its full launch on November 19th. This next one, man, 18, 19, 20 stacked. Demio and Dungeons of Dragons Battle Marked coming November 20th to PC VR, PSVR 2, and MetaQuest and Flat Screen Land. Mr. Traveler coming November 20th to MetaQuest.
Mr. Traveler.
Inuwatsumi VR coming November 20th to MetaQuest. Iron Guard Salvation coming November 20th to PC VR. RoboQuest VR coming this week, November 20th to PC VR and PSVR 2. Quest coming later. Disc Frenzy coming November 21st to PC VR and MetaQuest. Neon Overdrive coming November 25th to PC VR and MetaQuest. Pools coming November 25th to PSVR 2. Shadowgate VR, The Minds of Mythrock coming November 25th to PSVR 2. The Amy Godala Protocol coming November 29th to MetaQuest. Flight Unlimited coming November 2025 to MetaQuest. Maid of Skur VR coming November 2025. I think I said November 25th for Flight Unlimited, but Flight Unlimited coming November 2025 to sometime this month to MetaQuest. Puzzles of the World coming sometime in November to MetaQuest. 3. Zero Caliber Remastered coming to PSVR 2 sometime in November. Tamus Blood and Sand coming December 1st to MetaQuest. Salmon Man. What's up, Salmon Man? Coming December 3rd to PC VR and MetaQuest. Deadly Delivery coming December 4th to PC VR and MetaQuest. How to God coming December 4th to MetaQuest. Thief VR Legacy of Shadow coming December 4th to PC VR, PSVR 2, and MetaQuest. And Lush Foil Photography Sim coming December 5th to PC VR.
Damn. All right, Men in Black Most Wanted, December 5th. You know what I'll be doing December 5th? Boom Carts, December 11th on Quest, and that is Men in Black on Quest, by the way. FA18 Pilot Simulator, December 11th. Don't bug me that day on Quest. Pocket Lands, December 11th on Quest. Star Trek Infection VR, spooky. December 11th, PC VR and Quest. Tin Hearts, as discussed earlier, Act 1, December 11th, Quest. Lots of Quest. Come on, PC VR or PSVR 2, where are you? VR Giants, December 11th on Quest. Cyber Drifter, December 12th, PC VR. There we go. Espire, excited. MR Missions, December 16th on Quest. Polygon VR, December 19th on PC VR. Awesome Asteroids, Hemorrhoid game, December 2025 on Quest. Banners and Bastions, December 2025 on Quest. Sinscape VR, December 2025 on Quest. Dance Guru, December 2025 Quest. Last Bone, and then there was no weed. December 2025 on Quest.
Throw me a bone, man.
Reeve, you got a bone, bro. Reeve,
got a
December
bone to pick?
2025 PC VR and Quest.
I got a bone. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
This is my last boner. I mean, no disrespect when I make fun of names. It's just for comedic value. So I honestly, sincerely mean no disrespect. Road to Yehan, December 2025 PC VR. I don't know what the fuck I'm pronouncing that. I don't even apologize for it.
Yavahalan!
Road to Holland. That's what the Y&V is silent in whatever language that is. Smasher, December 2025, PC VR and Quest. Spell Siege, December 2025, Quest. Street Gods, December 2025, Quest 3, specifically 3. Void Jump VR, December 2025, PC VR.
Stacked rest of the year, dude.
Put that in your bone.
So many games coming through the end of the year. Insane.
Too many.
Well, hope you all enjoyed this episode. We got some insulation to do. Wish us luck. We're going to be breathing in that fiberglass. Soaking in it.
Sweet. It's better than the old days. Asbestos.
Yep.
See, the roaring 20s.
Oh, man, we don't have asbestos?
Beat you with some asbestos.
I thought we got the good stuff.
I just run through a field.
Yeah. Yeah, we got this new studio in 2025. We're building it with asbestos. I'm just kidding.
Got a deal.
Yeah.
Wicked old guy down the street, man. He's cleaning out his attic.
Cost me $9.99. I got it from one of the old schools around.
He's got to shovel it. That's no joke.
They were rebuilding one of the schools, you know? The high school I went to school in had asbestos until... Yeah, they had asbestos in it, and then they rebuilt it my junior year. Any hoots, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will check you out next week. No, I know it's already passed. No community hangout today because we got some construction to do, but, you know, grind hard, and then we don't have to do it later, right? So thank you all for supporting, tuning in. Check out the Patreon. Stay tuned for the Ruff Talk VR Gaming Showcase on December 13th. And we will check you out next week. Ciao, ciao.